Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. This is Workshop Quick Takes, and we're taking another look at the oil pan bolt repair we made on the 2015 Honda Pilot. Clearly, that is a problem. So that plastic washer that's on there is not holding up. We need to do something about that. A couple options I'm looking at. Maybe put a couple O-rings up on the bolt and then seal that inside of a slightly oversized copper washer. Another possibility is there's custom gasket material in here. I don't think I'll be using the cork, but this fiber stuff might work. Make a washer out of that if I have to. But first, let's get that bolt out of there, drain the oil, see what's going on. Okay, this is what I come up with. I don't know if it'll hold or not, but I got a copper washer and I got a O-ring, so I think the O-ring will crush down in there, and then the copper washer hopefully acts as a flange seal if it needs it. But only one way to find out. Put it in there, add the oil back, and see what happens. If it starts dripping again, then I know this isn't the solution. Well, unfortunately, that's a no, and now I can actually see why. When I was trying to lay it on at an angle, you can kind of see a little bit of a gap up there. What happened was, when I chased the new bolt in, I was working at such a funny angle, I wasn't able to get the threads going quite straight. So, short of getting a big old fat rubber washer on there, it's just never going to seal, which means this has to be done the right way. Too bad. In the meantime, I'm probably going to have to put the big nitro plug in there. It was at least holding most of the oil back. Take that for what it's worth. It is possible to do this, but you got to be precise, and I wasn't, and that's the result. Well, there you go. Definitely felt a little defeated after that day got over, especially since I had to drain and refill the oil pan a couple different times to test all that, so it was pretty tedious. But them's the breaks. As the saying goes, some days you get the bear, and some days the bear gets you. And unfortunately, when the bear gets you and you are pretty heavily into doing your own mechanics, you kind of approach the other guy already knowing exactly how much trouble you're in. So if it does come to that, it's going into the shop, and I'm probably paying about $700-800 in labor all in. $703.64. That included $155 for a new, probably aftermarket oil pan and gasket maker, the standard oil and filter change, of course. But you know, a good $400 of that was labor, and I don't blame them, because if I had to buy a lift and then deal with other people's problems on top of it, I'd want a few bucks too. In any case, if you happen to see one of these lying around, please let me know, because in the last hour of doing that work, I managed to hide one from myself so thoroughly that it's like it never existed. Searched the shop high and low, searched the car high and low, searched a few places indoors when I've been going inside for tools and whatnot. Puff of smoke, I guess. But anyway, that's what can happen if it doesn't work out. I felt it was worth a try because, again, $700. If I could have avoided that, and I almost did, I would have. I didn't, so now I know for sure I can't fix it. I paid someone who could. So thanks for joining us again today. We'll see you again next time, whenever that is.
Has anyone seen my phone?